Today I'm going to be giving my top tips to get the best out of your day when you visit a theme park. So hello there everyone and welcome back to the Theme Park Jack YouTube channel. I do just want to say a big thank you for all the support on the channel lately. My last two videos, which are both construction updates and close season updates, have done really well. And for all the new subscribers as well, if you have subscribed to the channel lately, then welcome and thank you very much for subscribing. And just thank you to everyone who's been watching my videos lately, I do really appreciate it. But here we are today, and with the theme park season approaching very soon, I'm guessing most of you who are watching this video have either been to a lot of theme parks before, are interested in theme parks, or a lot of yous are going to be going to a theme park over the next few months. And yeah, I just want to give you some of my top tips that I've picked up over the years of how to get the most out of your day. Now, I'm by no means an expert. I have been to quite a few theme parks over the past few years, so I think from past experience I've picked up a few things that that could come in useful for you guys when planning your day. Now, the first thing, and this is really obvious, is I'm going to talk about a variety of different things today. Some of them will be really obvious that a lot of you guys will already know. Some will be a bit more in depth, so I just want to cover it then for everyone who's watching this stuff that is interesting to them. And by the way, this is just some random theme park footage that you're watching in the background rather than just watching me talk, so I thought that would be more interesting. But the first step is to book your tickets online. Now, it might be obvious, but it's what a lot of people don't do, and you will pay through the nose if you just rock up at the park and buy your tickets there. I mean, even if it's literally just the night before, book your tickets online then, and it will save you a lot of money. I mean, at some parks it can be like nearly half the price if you book online, and it's that simple. Just book it online then. You can either print your booking reference off or just come with it on your phone, and they can then scan it and let you into the park from that. We always do that now. It saves you a lot of money, and yeah, money that you can obviously spend on other things in the park or going on more theme park trips rather than just wasting it pointlessly paying more money for tickets. Now, the other thing is you want to make the most of your day completely. Now, you either want to stay there from opening to close, or you want to get there for the very opening of the park or stay until the very close of the park, because most of the general public will rock up a few hours after it opens and go a few hours before it closes, meaning that middle window throughout the day is the busiest time that when the park is open. Now, if you make the most of those, kind of like the last hour before the park closes and the first hour when the park opens, that is when the park will always be quietest and you'll get on the most rides. There are a few exceptions to these, like when a park's open really late and they're doing a fireworks show, for example. Obviously, the park will probably get busier then towards the end of the day as more people are coming in for the fireworks show. So on a day like that, obviously, the first few hours when the park opens, it will be absolutely dead because people won't be getting there until later in the day, most likely. Now, my second tip is to travel lightly. Now, obviously, you need to bring stuff with you to a theme park, and a bag or whatever, or bring some stuff with you. Of course, you need to do that. But what you want to do is take as little stuff as possible. Just have as minimal things with you as you possibly can, because storing things at a theme park and things like that is often quite a hard task. Now, obviously, there's a few things that you can do with your things to store them. You can either get a locker inside the park, which is quite a good idea. To get a locker, then you can just bung all your things in there and then come and get them as and when you want them. Only trouble with that is it's in one place then, so if you're on the other side of the park and decide you want something, it's a bit of a pain in the backside having to go all the way over there to get what you need. Or obviously, if there's a member of your group who isn't going on the ride, then they can carry the bags and hold the bags while you go on. Or most theme parks allow you to put your bags and stuff on the ride platform while you go on the ride, so they'll have like a cupboard at the side of the ride where you can shove all your stuff in there, On newer rides now, especially on a lot of roller coasters that are made by Mack, you can their wardrobes, well, they're not really wardrobes, just like cupboards that you put your stuff in, they now lock. So there's like a thing that comes down over them and it locks your stuff in there until you get back into the station. But on most things that isn't the case. You're literally just putting it on the side of the platform, meaning that you don't really want to be taking too many valuables with you, because I mean, it never happens normally. Like, it's never happened to me, with anyone stealing anything when you're at a theme park. I mean, it's obviously very rare it would happen because of like the amount of ride staff and the amount of other people that are in the station. I mean, it would be pretty noticeable if someone did nick something, but still, you can never be too careful. So don't take, loads of money with you or anything like that, so that, worst case scenario, if someone does take it, it's not the end of the world if they do take it. And as well, the best thing to do, to be honest, is to keep things on you at all times. Now, they won't let you go on a ride with something just held in your hand or in a loose pocket. Absolutely not, because it can fall out while you're going on the ride and like whack someone on the head or something. So what you need to do is bring zip-up pockets, and you can shove your phone in there, your money in there or whatever, and keep them nicely zipped up and not on you while you're on the ride, and there's absolutely no way that they're going to escape or fall out. And that is probably the best thing to do. Now, the other tip that I want to go over, and this is something that I see so many people doing at a theme park, and that is all them kind of like carnival games that they've got, where you've got to shoot a basketball in a hoop and you'll win a giant stuffed donut or something like that, And a lot of parks do that, pretty much all of them do. They're all run by a company called HB Leisure. And let me just tell you now, I know most of you will already know this, but again, I'm trying to appeal to everyone here. They are an absolute rip-off, them things. They are rigged so you can never win it. And you might say though, well, I see people walking around the park with a prize that they've won. Obviously, they do let some people win. However, they'll always let people that are going to win the prizes at the start of the day. Reason being, so then they'll be walking around the park for the rest of the day with that in their hand, carrying it. So then people will think, oh yeah, you actually stand a chance of winning that, and go and play it. You don't stand a chance of winning it. If you are going to do them early on in the day, but I just really would not recommend you doing it. I mean, it's absolute tat that you're winning anyway, just like, a giant inflatable banana or a giant inflatable donut. I mean, who the hell wants one of them? I don't know, but whatever floats your boat. If you do want one of them, great. I'd just go and buy one from the shop. I would not buy it. I would not waste all your money on them games when they are literally rigged. I mean, for example, on them basketball games, you're throwing the ball into an oval shaped hoop, so there is absolutely no way that the ball will even fit inside the hoop. And if you look very closely, next to them, they've actually by law got to have signs telling you that basically, I mean, they don't say it in those words exactly, but basically that it's rigged. And if you look closer to the side of it, it'll say something about them being oval hoops and something like that, because they've got to, otherwise they're breaking the law. But yeah, it's an absolute con. Don't waste your money on that. Don't let them draw you in. I mean, I know it does look fun and all that, but trust me, we've tried it in the past, and I've seen as well, there is absolutely no way that you can win them. I actually did see a YouTube video a while ago where this guy, he was at a pier in America, and he got all his mates to watch all the different games, and they were kind of seeing like the chance that he'd actually win any of them, and observing like how rigged they all were. And I actually really enjoyed that video. I found it quite interesting when I was coming to make this video. So what I'll do is I'll actually put a link to that video in the description, so if you guys are interested, you can go and see firsthand just how rigged they really are. Now, my next tip is eat early or eat late. Now, basically, most people at a theme park eat between the hours of 12 and 2. You want to either have an early dinner or quite a late dinner, because otherwise you're going to be in the peak queues for getting your dinner. That's unless obviously you bring a packed lunch, but even if you are bringing a packed lunch, I would still recommend eating early or late. Reason being, everybody else is eating between 12 and 2, meaning that the ride queues ease off, so you can get on some more rides with lesser queues while they're eating, basically. So that's what we always do, and it is great for saving time between those hours. So yes, so make the most of that. Don't eat between 12 and 2. Get on some rides while the queues are less. and then eat afterwards or eat before. So that is definitely something to bear in mind. Now, my next tip is something that it'll probably seem a bit geeky, this, but it's something that you really do need to consider, whether you're a dedicated theme park fan or theme park enthusiast, or whether you don't really know much about theme parks, and it's the capacity of rides. Now, each ride obviously have a different capacity of how many people can go on it. Now, some rides will have like 40 seats on one ride, meaning that the queue for that won't really get long, or if it does get long, it will be short and very quick. Or for example, there will be multiple trains running around on the ride, meaning that the ride basically eats the queues and you won't have to wait long. However, there are some rides that only seat a few people at once, and they don't what is called is a throughput. They don't have a good throughput, meaning that a lot of people have to wait for a longer time because not as many people can get through it in as quick a time. So do bear that in mind when you're planning your day. I mean, if you're not aware of the capacity of different rides, you can go on the the rides website, or go on YouTube and see some different videos of rides. I mean, for example, I've vlogged from a variety of UK theme parks, so you'll be able to see my vlogs from there and from in the Netherlands and Germany as well. I will be doing more this year, but I mean, there's loads of YouTube channels that you can go on and see vlogs on there. Just search up on YouTube the park you're interested in, and you will be able to see the rides that have a big capacity and those that don't, and you need to bear that in mind when planning your day. The rides that have the littlest capacity, you need to go in those hours when I said it'd be the quietest, obviously. So either the first hour of the day, the last hour of the day, or between that 12 and 2 period where everyone is eating the dinner. Those are the perfect times to get on those rides with the lower capacities, and then do the ones that literally eat away queues and have massive capacities on them at other times, because you just won't have to wait as long because the queue will die down much quicker. Okay then, so I do believe that we have covered pretty much everything there of some of my top tips that I will give you for when visiting a theme park. There probably are more. Those are just some of the main ones that I've picked up on, and I do hope that they help you when you are planning your day at a theme park. And I hope they are of assistance to you, and I hope they do make it that you get on more rides when you're at the park and have a more enjoyable day. Oh yeah, there was just one last one, sorry, that I wanted to mention, and that was just to have a look at the park map before you go and plan all your rides in order, so you're not like crisscrossing across the park, and it means less walking and less wasting your time. Exactly that, just walking around the park as well. But other than that, there we go. Please do post any more of your tips down in the description, and have a look down there, because a lot of people will hopefully put some comments down there if they do know any, because I know a lot of you who watch this know a lot about theme parks. Just like me, you've been to a load of theme parks over the years, and you know a lot of stuff about them. So if you guys do want to comment anything down there, then please do. And there are a load more other videos on YouTube as well, talking about top tips for when visiting parks, and lots of vlogs and reviews as well. So be sure to check them out, and you'll be able to see them, and hopefully it will help your day even more. But those are just some of my basic tips. They work for me, and hopefully they will work for you as well. Thank you very much for watching today. I know this has been a bit of a different style of video, but I just thought that a lot of people might be interested in this, since it is the start of the new season, especially people who haven't been to that many theme parks before, in maximising your day, because I know there are a lot of you that don't go to theme parks that often that do watch my videos. So this video is kind of more intended for you guys, so I hope that is helpful, and I hope it does improve your day. If you have enjoyed this video, please do subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Please do also check out my construction update from Flamingo Land and their brand new roller coaster, and my close season update from Blackpool Pleasure Beach from on Saturday, when I went and collected my Pleasure Beach season pass from there, and had a look about what's going on over the closed season. I've got loads of vlogs and reviews and stuff on the channel, and I'm going to be doing a lot more this year. Lots of good things to come on the channel this year, and I will be vlogging opening day at the Pleasure Beach on Saturday the 15th of February. So thank you very much for watching again. Please also check out my website, which is just called themeparkjack.com, and you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, just at themeparkjack. Thank you very much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be coming very soon. Bye now.